You're right. We have to focus on figuring out where she went.
I trust that boat with my life. My father worked on it every day until he died, and it is all I can offer. Let me know if you change your mind. Are you willing to take my boat now? Find my daughter? Thank you. I know you haven't asked for a payment, and we can't offer much. But here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
Before you leave, here's your pay. There will be more once you bring my daughter home.
While I know the seas aren't exactly safe, I am confident that boat can get you there unharmed. At least I hope. I know you haven't asked for payment, and we can't offer much, but here, please take it. I insist. For expenses, if nothing else.
You're the detective, right? Next new partner. You need to get to work right away.
I only made the trip to Far Harbor once, when I was a boy. All I remember is that my father did not want to stay long. Something about the air being bad.
Did you discover anything else? What else have you found?
Thank God she's all right. But she needs help? Please, do everything you can for her. Just make sure she comes home safely when it is over. Thank you for letting me know my daughter is at least safe. Now, if you could just bring her home.
Then, we'll never know why our Kosumi was replaced by a machine. But why? What possible interest could the Institute have in us? I don't understand.
So we just have to wonder? Did she die up north, or did she die a long time ago? Taken and replaced. Please, just leave. My wife and I need time alone.
Not a chance. The days after Kosumi left were the worst of our lives. I never want to feel so hopeless again. I'd give you more if I could, but you can see we don't have much. We were starting to doubt everything, even ourselves.
We don't have much to offer, but my father traveled the Commonwealth. He had quite a collection before he died. I buried it all near the house. I'm not the explorer he was. I don't need them. I think they would be better with you.
He left it as a sort of inheritance to my family. Well, after everything you've done, I'm happy to give it to you. I suppose so.
No, it isn't true. Oh, God. How long was I worried about that thing when the real Kasumi was already dead? Please, just leave. My wife and I need time alone. What? I hired you to find her, to bring her back safely. What happened? What did they do to my little girl?
What happened to her? I see. I just hope. I hope she didn't suffer much. Were you able to learn? Was she really our daughter?
God, our Kasumi, our little girl. It's everything I was afraid of.
We will. That's a promise.
Things he picked up out at sea or trading at different towns he visited. I never really sat down and looked through it all.
I'm relieved. I only wish we'd been able to get through to her before things came to this. Now, if you'll excuse us, my wife and I have a reunion to plan. I don't know. I suppose so, in time. But it wasn't really her. It just thought it was. It copied her feelings. Why? Why would the Institute do such a thing to us?
My daughter is dead. Oh, God. My wife and I need time alone right now. If you could just leave us.
I can only assume we will never see our real daughter again. She is lost to us forever. Staying in Far Harbor. But why? Is this supposed to be some kind of punishment? Is she trying to get back at us for something?
It's everything I was afraid of. They lured her away, and now she's gone.
Nothing at all. I can't tell you how happy it makes me to hear you say so. When she arrives, things will be different. They'll be better. We'll be ready to listen. Katsumi will never have to feel alone again.
You've earned it. You traveled far and back to get me answers.
No. You must be mistaken. Our Kosumi couldn't have been a synth. Could she? An experiment that required our daughter to be replaced by a machine. I won't pretend to understand. It does matter. We need to know the truth. We need closure. Why would those bastards kill our little girl? What could she possibly have done to deserve that? She was so innocent. So beautiful. She really was a saint. I don't understand. She wasn't anyone important. Why would the Institute replace her? And our poor Kosumi had to die for this. Those heartless bastards can burn in hell. Then why has she not come home? No. We won't cling to a foolish hope. We will mourn our daughter. Thank you. As if we have a choice.
Thank you. If you'll excuse me, my wife and I need some time alone. Oh God, I knew it. They lured her away, and now she's dead.
Wait. My God. Do you mean she died believing that she was a saint? What? You killed her. But why? Why would you do such a thing? Yes, I'm sure. We need to know. I know that we'll do whatever it takes to show our daughter that we love her. That this is where she belongs.
Thank you. Perhaps we'll need it someday. God knows plenty has happened to us already.
We hear stories. They say saints are indistinguishable from real people. This is hard enough for us. If you think you know, then please tell us. You've done what you said you would. You found our daughter. Thank you. You've done what you said you would. You learned the fate of our daughter. Thank you. She is. Thank God. We hadn't dared to hope that we would ever see her again. Does this mean that she let go of her ridiculous notion about being a saint? I have to ask you to leave now. We need to be alone. To grief. But it's not really her. It just thinks that it island it. Copied her feelings. Why? Why would the Institute do such a thing to us?
She died over all this nonsense about being a synth. Tell me it wasn't true. Tell me she was still my daughter. No, we'll have plenty of time to talk now. We shouldn't keep you. What? What are you saying? I'm glad you understand. It's a terrible world out there. We only have each other. It's okay, Kasumi. You're home now. I know. I will. I was holding on so tightly I almost lost her. You don't get to call us that anymore. Now go. I never want to see you again. Synth, you've brought enough pain to this family. Leave. Okay. Okay. She can stay. If she's not my daughter, she does not belong here. But you are not. You saved my daughter. Thank you. I don't know what to do. No, it was all a lie. Don't you understand? I've been worrying about this thing when I should have been mourning for the real Kasumi. Don't worry. You've earned it. You don't often see kindness in the Commonwealth. I'll never forget this. Yes, you have made our family whole again. I made the right decision sending you to find her. Thank you again. You saved my family. We won't forget that. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's been a long day. Kasumi, is it true? You're not my daughter? Goodbye, Nick. Best of luck to you and your partner in the future. Both of you need to explain to me what's going on. You look just like her. Act like her. Talk like her. You heard me. You've been lying to us this whole time. My real daughter is dead. Get out of here. Never come back. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. Your reward for bringing my daughter home safely. There's one last thing you and I need to discuss. Your reward. My daughter might not be coming home, but at least she is safe. Thank you for bringing my daughter home. This wasn't what I expected, but we're a family again. And that's all that matters.
I don't know what to make of all this, but you still did the job. You found the person I sent you after, even if she wasn't really my daughter.
My daughter is dead. I have lost my little girl. Your work is done. There's nothing more you can do. I can't believe that thing thought it could impersonate my daughter. You did the right thing by telling me the truth. I can't believe I almost thought I had my daughter back. Kasumi has made her own life. I hope she'll be happy. Thank you again. It's not easy letting go, but at least I know my daughter is safe and with friends. You brought my little girl home safely. Thank you again. You gave me my family back. I will never forget this. She looks just like the real Kasumi. It won't be easy to look past that, but Rei is right. We have to take any kind of happiness we can in this world. So much has happened to my family, but we'll survive. We always do. You saved my daughter. Thank you. I need to speak to you. Welcome back home, Kasumi. Get out. Where's the real Kasumi? We've been through so much. You do not get to lecture me. This is my family, not yours. What? I hired you to find her, to bring her back safely. You left her there?
Don't tell me you think she's one of them.
So, Rei was right. Kasumi needed to make her own life, away from us. I guess I just didn't want to believe she had grown up, that she was going to leave me.
So, I've lost my daughter twice, is that what you're telling me? At least now we know the truth. God, my little girl.
Thank you for telling me the truth. I can't believe that synth almost had me fooled. I know that. Wouldn't you be worried if it was your child? Trust me, it doesn't matter how old they get. But maybe you're right. It's just all this nonsense about her being a synth. She doesn't still think she's one of them, does she? No, of course not. I just want to know she's safe. Why did she decide to stay? She doesn't still think she's a synth, does she? But why wouldn't she come home? She doesn't still think she's a synth, does she? You're sure? It's just all this nonsense about her being a synth. She doesn't still think she's one of them, does she? It's all thanks to this damn radio. It all started with this damn radio. Right. Getting back to my daughter. It all started with this damn radio. Nick, thank God. You need to get to work right away. She could be hurt. She could be... All right, everyone. I'll be back in a few days. Was there anything else we needed from the city? Damn it! Come in! I know you're listening on the other end. Where is she? Where is my daughter? It is better if I go alone, Kasumi. Do not worry. I have your list. Thank you. Her room is upstairs if that helps. And if you had any more questions about her, just ask. Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. Nick's client double-crossed us once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip. But we got out. And now, my daughter's missing, and there's only one detective agency I know of in the Commonwealth.
And now Nick has a partner, it seems. I'm glad. He deserves to have someone watching his back.
We know she took one of the boats, but that's all. She could be anywhere.
I'm afraid fixing electronics and machinery isn't a talent that Ray or I have. Sometimes we just didn't understand her. And we've lost a lot of family over the years. Kasumi's grandfather, my father. I think losing him just made me try to hold on to her too much. That's all I can think of right now. Can you help us?
Of course. How does 350 caps sound? We could make it 400. 500 caps. That's all we have. I am not going to barter over my daughter's life. Your fee is going to be 300 caps. Take it or leave it. I know you're disappointed, but I won't be long. I love you. You brought a partner? Good. The more eyes, the better. What? You're leaving? Fine. Leave, then.
We think she met someone who lured her away. We're all alone up here, and Kasumi's a young woman. She might have been desperate for friends.
She's out there, Ray. Someone has her. They could be raiders, or gunners, or God knows what else. I said no. I'm sorry. You're safe here, okay? Just stay put for me.
A lost boy in a slaver's cage. I'll never forget your help getting me out of there.
You have to get to work right away, Detective. So, you're back. Do you finally have time to look for my daughter? I know it was kidnappers. Kasumi is a smart girl, but she doesn't know how horrible people can be. Not like me and Ray. Why would she just leave her family, with no explanation? Someone tricked her, got her to leave the safety of home. Every minute we aren't looking for my daughter, her life is in jeopardy. Work quickly, Detective.
Fine. I don't know why you want to get involved, but anything to get my daughter back.
It all started with this damn radio.
Oh, thank God. You have to get working right away.
I don't know why you want to get involved, but fine. Anything to get my daughter back.
It all started with this damn radio.
Did you have any more questions? Anything to help get my daughter back? I've tried to get that damn thing to work over and over again, but there's nothing. I thought she just wanted to strip it for parts or build a toaster out of it, or something, like she usually does. Someone made contact with her, and then they took her. God, what kind of twisted psychopath has my daughter? What? Who are you? I'm sorry, but we don't have time for visitors or caravans or wherever you're from.
Yes, you are. If you're just here to joke, then get out of my house.
I don't know what more to say. She's my little girl, and she doesn't know how dangerous this world is. I never should have let her grandfather teach her how to fix these machines. Ever since she was old enough to walk, yes. Her grandfather had an ear for machines. Kasumi picked up the knack. He passed away recently. He used to scavenge the ruins in the south for parts. I kept telling him he was getting too old. I'm sorry, but we're dealing with a family matter. Did you have questions? About my daughter? You did? What did you find? Where is she? Find Kasumi. Please. My father's boat can guide itself, and it is strong enough to make the trip. Take my boat. Find my daughter. Please. You're back. But Kasumi isn't with you? We do not have much, but we'll have a reward for you once Kasumi is safely back home. Bring my daughter home. Please. While I know the seas aren't exactly safe, I am confident the boat can get you there unharmed. At least, I hope. Before you go, here's the payment we discussed. I'll have something more when Kasumi is safely back home. We got out. That's all that mattered. And now you can return the favor by finding my daughter. Thank you. And here, the payment we discussed. I'll have something more when Kasumi is safely back home. Nick didn't tell you? Ran with him on one of his cases a few years back, searching for some sort of lost heirloom. He needed a boat. Things didn't end well. We were double-crossed by the client once we had what he was looking for. I still have some lead lodged into my hip.
No, that's not possible. We would know if Kasumi had been replaced by one of those things. You're pretty sure? What does that mean? Either she's our daughter or she isn't. Good. When she arrives, things will be different. They'll be better. We'll be ready to listen. Kasumi will never have to feel alone again. I won't. I can't. Because if what you're telling me is true, then it means our Kasumi, our real daughter, is gone forever. It would mean that we lost our baby girl because the Institute replaced her with a machine. It can't be true. Kasumi. She gone. Our daughter is dead. Of course not. Why would I? Kasumi is our daughter. Our own flesh and blood. You don't seriously mean to say that she's one of those machine people, do you? We will. That's a promise. Well, I'm relieved to know she still cares about us. I just wonder if she understands how much she hurt us by leaving like she did, without even saying goodbye. I suppose I can understand Kasumi wanting a life of her own, but has she at least given up her foolish notion of being innocent? I'd hope that spending so much time around those things would make it clear to her that she's not one of them. That can't be true. Surely we would know if Kasumi had been replaced. I know that we'll do whatever it takes to show our daughter that we love her. That this is where she belongs. But how can you be sure? Maybe it was a girl who just looked like her. Well, it's true she hadn't seemed to age much these past few years. And she was restless, too. Up late every night, then up early the next morning. At the time, none of it seemed that abnormal, but, my God, I never thought. You're right, I'm sorry. I'm being insensitive. But, she does know that she's a human being, doesn't she? Did we fail to see the signs because we didn't want to see them? Maybe. I was so sure that she was wrong. That she couldn't be a synth. We were starting to doubt everything. Even ourselves. I'm relieved. I only wish we'd been able to get through to her before things came to this. I can't tell you how happy it makes me to hear you say so. Nothing at all. Well, maybe she thinks we were too strict. We did our best to prepare her for a hard life in the Commonwealth. We had to, you understand? But she never seemed very angry or upset with us. You saw her. Do you really think that's why she won't come back? All this time, I thought she was just a confused young woman. I never seriously considered. My God. How could you tell me something like that and be so cold about it? You've broken our hearts. The least you can do is tell us. Tell us how our daughter died. My God, no. Kosumi. How could we fail you so? Tell me what happened. Tell us how our daughter died. You're right. I'm being selfish. This is our fault. We're the ones who drove her away. We should have paid more attention to Kosumi's feelings. If it's true, that means our baby girl is gone. The institute replaced her, God knows when. Kosumi. My poor daughter. We've failed you. You've been gone from us all this time and we never knew it. We never knew it.
Yes. But you're not going to need a map or anything. I buried it. I know where it is.
I must be strong. For REI. We are in your debt. Replaced by a cent. Tell me, why did our daughter deserve that? How long was our daughter a cent? Damn the institute. We can't thank you enough. You have put our family back together. Thank you.
Please work quickly. What? That's crazy. Where specifically? I've been up the coast, almost to where the waters start to freeze, but that's a lot of miles.
It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father. He used to make those kinds of journeys, ferrying people long distances for a high price. I could give you our other boat. It has the same equipment. It'll guide you into Far Harbor and you can find Kasumi. But why leave without telling us? Was I too strict with her? Did she think I didn't want her to have her own life?
Hello? Are you all right? Have you finished your investigation? Did you find anything? Did you find anything?
I'm glad you understand, detective. If it was your daughter, would you just give up?
What kind of question is that? Why are you asking? This is what I was afraid of. Someone twisting my daughter's mind. She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. There's no time to waste. You have to go after her. You're right, detective. Did you find any clue to why Kasumi left home? You have to get to Far Harbor. Take my ship on the dock. It has a guidance system, a final gift from my father, and it's built for distance. Did you find where Kasumi went, detective? You have to go after her. Please, take my other ship on the dock outside, my father's design. It has a guidance system, and it is built for distance. She went that far up north? God, that explains why she took the boat. What does it matter? A good Samaritan? Fine. I'm out of options anyway, if you want to hear about it. My daughter is missing. It all started with this damn radio. I know my daughter is in danger. I can feel it. Find her, please, until she made contact with some kidnapper who lured her away from us.
Number we don't. The sooner you start, the sooner I get my daughter back.
No, she would have told us where she was going. She would have said something. That is not important right now. You have to help me find my daughter.
We needed help. Thank you for helping to bring us closure. It's been a difficult adjustment, not having Kosumi here. It will take time to come to terms with her loss.